So I count that as a success. What will we do this episode to finish it off with? I have no idea. But unlike many of my earlier episodes, I want to put some closure for this series. So maybe we can try and speed this up somehow? I don't know. Let's get all the helicopters involved. The rail construction still is taking quite a bit until it will reach the tunnel. I don't know if we can get there in time. We do need the firefighting station with a heliport. Yeah, I don't think we can rush that through in one episode. I mean, unless I do something crazy. I don't think it'll work, but I mean, we have money to spend, so might as well go a little bit crazy. Helicopter construction office, come on. Pipes. Of course, there's pipes. There is not enough space for the helicopter construction office. Well, what do we need on this side? I was also wondering, I could just plop down, I probably can plop down like the free gas stations if I run into any issues. I don't need proper gas stations throughout the whole range, but I do like the idea of a fire station to be in this area. And if we have a fire station on this end, we can use workers from the customs house with US currency to basically supply it with workers. Maybe even if I have a firefighting station there, it's probably good enough to take water from this area. Might be a little bit close time-wise, but it's probably gonna work. Let's see. We do need an unloading station for vehicles. Which is a vehicle storage. It's not this one, it's this one. A large vehicle storage. It's basically going to be the end station for the train here. Other things like passenger train stations could be added. And then we have like a gas station here. A fire station. Why don't I just start constructing from this side? Fire station. Construction office. I guess the reason I don't start building from this side is because I don't have enough construction vehicles on this side to run the construction. Which is a pretty good reason to not do it. I need power. Well, the power can be supplied by a wind turbine, that is fine. So we basically have a wind turbine supplying power to both of these buildings. And the other thing we need is a gas station. And that one can be just one that isn't a one-way gas station. There's no capacity issues in this area, I would assume. And the delivery route is pretty much this. Let's draw it from this side first, so the curvature looks a little bit more natural. We have a gas station on this end with a dirt road going to the wind turbine. And the construction office isn't really less. Well, yes, the construction office will help if we get it set up. If we get it hooked up to a road itself, we can basically use the construction office with resources supplied from this customs house to speed up any construction in this area. And then the fire station itself needs construction. Doesn't really need a road connection per se, because I am going to try and run it with a helicopter. Even though the water supply is a little bit far away. Hopefully it'll be enough. And courthouse was on fire. That's pretty much the unloading place. I guess maybe a vehicle depot, a road depot for vehicles to park on, which can be like flattened out once we have the construction office. An incoming road. We need that to buy vehicles and send it there. But I can already make that a reality just with dirt roads, I think. So if I were to, for example, use dirt roads to get there, I might be able to get there somehow. Probably not. That hill is in the way. Then we need another road tunnel here. Yeah, climbing that with dirt roads. Not really conducive for that map. And for the tunnel construction we will have to bring workers here. Once the tunnel construction starts, I can probably bring workers from this customs house over, but I would have needed to place dirt roads instead of what I just placed. So that seems to not be easy to accelerate. Helicopters are working quite well. Let me assign all construction offices. to the road construction, like worker. I guess workers does. Workers didn't really need to be assigned, but let me also get this construction office started. And maybe the landing pad. We also need electricity and we need a gas station pretty much. Maybe not the wind turbine right next to the helipad. I don't know yet if I will end the series. I might continue streaming this as a non-series a little bit, like with no clear goal. The goal of making money with vehicle exports was achieved definitely, but there's still a lot that can be done on this map. I should do another hilly map, but with more starting cash so I can do more construction. It's already 1972 and, well, we haven't built a lot. Though I am in favor of these rather low population count challenges. I guess it's not. I guess you might call them challenges. Last thing, gas station. No one-way gas station needed here either. What infrastructure is in the way, please? Disable snapping. Ooh, okay. That's no good. Alright. Let's redo the gas station and put it a little bit at an angle. Or just put the entrance over there, because that's going to be enough. Gas station will need electricity to work. Let's get the helicopters on the job. Let's unassign the helicopter construction office from this. And probably also this one, although, yeah, let's unassign it from here too. Road construction with the ground construction offices is working sufficiently fast. So let the helicopters do their thing. Still barely any unemployment. So we haven't reached the capacity of our vehicle production line yet. But we are very close. A lot of people are being driven to construction sites. So if that weren't the case, we might actually be at the limit of the vehicle factory. The bus production is quite slow, but we can only transport 2 at a time, giving us about 90k rubles right now. So that is keeping our train occupied quite well. Still good loyalty. The saturation of TVs in our nation is at 70%, which is boosting our loyalty. Pollution has reached 1%, so pollution is starting to become a factor. With the vehicle production line running at full tilt a few times now, the pollution is actually starting to spread. The heating plant is not the main cause of pollution, but the vehicle factory is. It is somewhat affecting the lifespan already. With the people living in this area, we expected that. But our hospital should be able to take the brunt off of that. So, make sure that it doesn't have too much of an impact, hopefully. Yeah, get all of these constructed. And once the road connection is established, we can drive construction vehicles over there. They will take a long time to get resources there, but at least they will auto-assign themselves to construction tasks. And what we also need is excavators, so we can actually flatten a road over this hill, like we did with the train line, which worked by itself. That is the main reason for the construction office. Oh, we have 2 buses waiting and a third one almost ready to be transported, so the train might actually be at its limit soon, which is good to see. Not a lot of workers in here right now. We have 40 prisoners versus 30 wardens. I don't know why the amount of warders was that low right now. Something is on fire and I clicked it away. What's on fire? What did I miss? Resource storage. Alright. Something over here was on fire. Probably the brick or steel storage. Steel probably. Something really expensive. Construction train. Still got a ways to go. Yeah, we would need a road connection to actually make use of the other customs house. Unfortunate. I guess the other option would be to assign the helicopter construction to take resources from the western border, so they wouldn't have to fly as far. Money's coming in rapidly now. I guess I could try and set up multiple helicopter construction offices with complete disregard for money. Because once you go helicopter construction offices, it can get quite ridiculous. Probably next to the border, taking resources right away. Not a lot of room. Also would need a fuel connection, or having vehicles bring fuel there. I do have a fuel tank and fuel pumps. Water supply still at 1 cubic meters, no problem. No 21-year-old was out there owned flat yet either, though this building has filled up already. Residential expansion seems to be necessary in the near future. This probably screams for another heat exchanger. These buildings require quite a lot of, well, resources. Plus, shopping center. Well, I think we can still handle a few things at the shopping center. At least one of these building blocks. Kindergarten, sure. Maybe these are a little bit too large for this area. I should put down some of the all reliable flats. Maybe some of these. Wow. That might work. The building is too large. The ground footprint of that building is a little bit too large. Right, let's make sure. Water, sewage, heating, supposedly. There's still some capacity left. Let's make sure that not too many people work in these construction sites. Oh yeah, our sewage pipe. Oh, it's almost done. Only 6,000 workdays. That is good to see. They did have to dig out quite a lot of that mountain. Those are access pipes for the sewage pipe down there. It's ridiculous. Vehicle factory was on fire. Sure. No problem. I'm sure we are at least going to finish this thing. And then maybe I can hook up all of the sewage pipes to the existing sewage network, not just the industrial ones. Cinema's well visited. Let's increase capacity. I know there's still a lot of spare capacity, but I might forget, so we're doing it now. Indoor pool is already at max capacity. It will have more visitors during winter, I presume. That will not work, will it? Doesn't look like it. Unfortunate. But no, we basically made it so it has to work somehow. Maybe like that. I don't think this is going to work. I probably don't need exits on that side. It's probably fine with only these two exits, so presumably that's going to be enough. Lots and lots of paving. That one needs a little bit more gravel and machinery to finish. Hopefully everything in this construction office is in range for the mountain to be flattened out. And yeah, unloading station for the train to offload basically vehicles, and then last mile to the customs house with a normal flatbed truck would be all that's needed. The truck over here would be constantly busy unloading, but the train requires a lot of travel time, so yeah, one truck would be sufficient, even if we had a really long train bringing a lot of stuff here. Was wondering if the same thing could be achieved, but instead of a vehicle, like a road vehicle construction office, you start selling trains right away. Problem being, I don't know. I guess there are licenses for a Western train. Probably. I guess I don't see any because I don't have a connection. So I would need a rail production yard to see what licenses I could buy. And if I then had like a diesel locomotive from the west and I produced that one and sold it to the east. Don't know if these ones sell for extra cash like the road vehicles do. Almost making 500,000 rubles per month now. It's ridiculous. But very appreciated. This is A little bit slow. This building is full. We have 21-year-olds without their own flat, so let's allow them to move in here. Probably gonna make another heat exchanger preemptively. We have one here and here, so I'm gonna make one here to take the load off of this one so it can distribute more heat for these houses. Alright, there's a footpath. That's why no road wanted to be built here. Anyway. And definitely an underground pipe. We will need a heating pump for that one. It's presumably too far away. Let's enable snapping again. Maybe start drawing from this one. Go. So how far can you go? Too long. That one is fine. So we need a heat pump somewhere here. That one looks like it can take care of like 2 heating pipes, I think. Heat exchanger over here. Let's build them right next to the shopping center. They're kind of critical infrastructure, but don't really have. Don't think I have the space to make that all tarmac right now. That's not gonna work. Too sharp. But that will. Not sure this road is gonna lead anywhere. But that's okay. Pump into that one. And I think I can have a third one, well, a second one really, go there. Otherwise, why would it have connections, 3 connections? The only reason I could think of is that to allow you to hook up 3 small ones and then combine them into 1 large one. It's one of the reasons I could see why it is set up like that. Building in the way, really. How about that? Then we can probably use another heating pipe for more residential zoning over here, if we need to. 5,000 workdays for that pipe. That sewage pipe was such a... Oh, there's the red bus. I think that's the one I was looking for. 90 kilometers an hour, 45 passengers. No, it's a different one. It's a 66 kilometers an hour, 100 passengers. It's actually quite good. It is slow, but for an inner city bus that might be perfect. I don't remember that one. Maybe they added that one recently. Road construction, waiting for a roller and some workers, sure. Also need to make sure that not too many people go to these construction sites. And that one. Just a constant supply of 5 workers sitting there is going to be enough. Don't need 50 plus people on those construction sites. Now we have some unemployment. Not a lot yet, but 50 people is a decent amount. Might be because people don't get picked up fast enough by buses from this bus stop. 23, 30 minutes. I think the next bus is coming right now. 20 minutes left. Maybe we don't pick up a few of them in time. No, we did manage to get them. Okay. It was close. Maybe when the snow falls, we won't pick everyone up in time, but we're getting most of them. And the vehicle production facility is not full yet, though we are supplying a steady amount of workers from the other area now. Thousand workdays of digging. The construction of the pipe itself is only 700 workdays. No big deal, it's just digging the trench first. It's a pain. Alright, roller's active. That road is gonna be done soon. Then we'll set the ground construction offices to this segment, and we have a road connection to the construction office over here. It hasn't been built yet, but it is waiting for the workers. All the resources are present. The groundworks can be done by the helicopter construction offices, but not the buildings themselves completely, if they require workers. Because I did not assign a landing pad for helicopters to pick up workers. I'm not picking up foreign workers from the border post either. Buses taking workers there should be sufficient. As long as the resources already got delivered, it shouldn't take too long. Train arrives, and at that point the bus has been produced, indicating to the train that it should do a delivery. So yeah, if this building runs full capacity, we might need another train car to transport all of them and not run into a backlog. Not that urgent though. Okay, next road. I guess it's a sign. Oh, not done yet. I thought we were. Nope. Maybe 1 or 2 more buses full of workers will get this done. And then we can assign it. I think after this residential expansion, the capacity of the shopping center is probably reached. We will leave 10 slots of sellers as a emergency expansion if we need to. But I don't want to overwork that shopping center. So we might need another one in this area. Which would be great, because not everyone can reach this. There are a few buildings down here that are outside footpath range. I guess I could have a normal shopping center in this area. Somewhere. Well, not a shopping center, like a grocer. It is a small building. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite fit in here. It would fit here, but it does need a road connection for deliveries, so that's not an option. Our money's coming in rapidly. It's pretty much resolved everything. We don't have any loans, any outstanding loans, so we're good. Yeah, we could go crazy now. But I don't want to have the sound of 20 or so helicopters flying past the camera. That was always a little bit too loud. I mean, we only have 2 of them right now, and I can hear them most of the time. Looks like the first residential building already finished. We have someone with low happiness who moved in. Guess we'll see if they run into any issues. Everything should be in range for these residential buildings, so I don't see a problem for that. Still wondering... building in the way, what? Okay. Strange. Yeah, now we have a snapping point here. Not so great. We can make that exit, I guess. If they want to work in the TV station, sure. We're full on mechanical components. We're not going to sell those. Looks like the vehicle production line does not eat enough mechanical components for that to become an issue, which is okay. I was wondering if one of them would be able to supply enough just by being run by prisoners, but it looks like it is actually the case. Is the road done now? Nope. 160 workdays left. I'm a little bit... I should set the helicopters to already build these things as much as they can, I guess. There's no reason not to. They can't finish any of the buildings. Those will need workers, but they can bring all of the resources already. Can a helicopter construction office support the tunnel construction? No, only a rail construction office can. people moving into every house now. This one has filled up by 1/3 already. Well, 1/4. I guess we're gonna also set up a shopping center, another one. Don't think it will be a small one. Another proper large one will be fine. We have set up the distribution office over here, so it taking care of another shopping center shouldn't be a huge deal. Put it right next to the TV station. Right next to the bus stop as well. That is a little bit too close. That should work. Don't really have a lot of footpath entrances on this side, but there is a road connection that we can use, so... That's all that's needed. I don't know. That's a little bit sharp. That looks a little bit more natural. Train waiting too long. What happened here? I know what happened. So this one... Can I make a signal here? Yes, I can. That one is only intended for trains that want to exit. I need to place a signal down here, so this block is a separate one. There's no train that's coming this way, entering through here, they will all drive into here. Okay, problem solved. Must have forgotten that signal at some point. Not sure if we need that road anyway. Get that set up. Make sure that we have water, sewage and electricity. We do. And heating, apparently. Is the road done now? Looks like it. Last piece of road before we get to our intermediate travel stop. That looks pretty good. The trees look quite natural. The landscape is a little, well, the cityscape is a little bit high, I guess, because of the TV station. But approaching here through the road looks quite good. These residential blocks are maybe a little bit too close to the main road, but I don't know. It's probably fine. Distribution office, once it has to take care of 2 shopping centers, will need more trucks. We are taking the resources out of this warehouse, which is supplied by train, so that one is still fine. It also gives us a notification if any of those run out, so we get an early warning. And we do need a dedicated refrigerated truck. Let's sell that open haul truck for now. Oh, I guess I can sell them for US currency right here, but that would be a little bit cheesy. Refrigeration. I'm using the largest one for the shopping center, right? 6.5 tons of meat. So we'll do the same for the second shopping center. It might run out of meat occasionally, but most of the time it should have enough. We're still buying meat from the customs house. It is connected via a main road, so the travel time for the refrigerated truck shouldn't be too bad. The crossing of the rail line is a little bit unfortunate, I guess. But there wasn't really time, money and resources for a bridge. Felt a little bit lazy. How many buses do we have in our construction office? We still only have 2. And that one was really useful for the time. But maybe I will speed up the construction now. Since our terminal is full, maybe it's time to really speed up the construction. I'm even gonna sell you. We'll send 4 buses over here. Presumably it's only going to send buses. Oh, we got 2 buses waiting here. Looks like it might have staggered already, the delivery. Anyway, we have 4 Mars 305 buses now working as construction office buses, and they can carry, well, twice as many workers as the previous buses. So they will take a lot of workers from that platform. And we also have twice as many buses, so the vehicle factory might get less workers, is what I'm saying. Where are those microbuses going? That's a route I did for the prison. Just to make sure that the prison always has a few warders. And these ones? Eating plant bus stop. I should change these over to Mars 305s as well. And get rid of the microbuses. Well, excavator is almost done. Then paving will need to finish. We could already have a dirt road going past this road to start building these. But yeah, I'm not in a hurry anymore. What I do want is this underground sewage pipe that cut through the mountain. That one is kind of necessary. We will have to connect all of the other sewage outlets. Let's see, there's our connection. I should enable the elevation tool so I can see it way easier. So if I take the sewage switch, 2.3 meters here, as you can see on this tooltip. So if we are higher up, 2.5, the sewage pipe could just run over here and be fine. And then our sewage is over here, 6 meters. 6.7. We still have one over here that we didn't connect yet, which is 8. 2 meters, that one is the lowest one. And that one is already lower than this one, 2.5. So either we implement a sewage pump to raise its elevation a little bit, or we just take this one down and build another one at a slightly higher elevation. But yeah, at 2.2, we go to 2.5, we can just have a sewage switch in this area. Something over here, pretty much. And that will allow us to just hook up a large sewage pipe in the area. And small sewage pipes would be sufficient, but yeah, small sewage pipes are sufficient. And this one will not work because of... oh, it does work. Why does that one work? It shouldn't. 1.2 meters to 2.8 meters. Basic math says that one shouldn't work. Not complaining, I guess. I'm gonna make another sewage switch here though. Then medium pipe that into this one. No, it says it doesn't work, so this connection doesn't work. 2 meters into 2.9 meters is too much. Well, that's fine, we can just add a pump here. That will take care of that. Not quite as elegant as I was hoping for, but it'll do. Automating sewage is quite nice for our capacity. I don't really think there's going to be any more sewage in this area, so... I'll also just... wait, isn't this sewage? Oh, it's already hooked up. Oh, I already did that, okay. Inputs here and here. That one is not hooked up yet. Small sewage pipe. Building in the way. We can probably make that work. Other infrastructure. So you're saying the heating pipes are in the way now? Alright. I guess... Ah, that's too much. So first we have to get over here. Do something like this. Remove this. Redraw. Sure. Slightly ugly, but it is underground so no one will see it. That's fine. Up to 4 million rubles. Crazy. Let's maybe not send as many workers to this construction site as well. I know you're all eager to get these new shopping centers set up, but it's maybe a little bit too much sending 400 workers onto a construction site that doesn't have any resources yet. Speaking of, at least there's 2 trucks with asphalt over here, but they get used up quite quickly. Hopefully they can keep up deliveries. I do like this starting town. It's quite nice. I do have to make it a hilly map, so it is quite... It would be quite the ordeal to set up a new town area. But with the rail connection, it wouldn't be that difficult. Just slap down a warehouse for every necessity. Maybe even a refrigerated storage, because the customs house would be quite far away. And maybe not as much of a intersection like that. I should probably get rid of this thing. I have an idea. We're gonna try and make this a one-way road. So buses coming out can take this one, but buses that want to go in will have to loop around over here. So we do a left-hand turn and then a right-hand turn rather than a left-hand turn on this intersection. Not sure that's gonna be great, but we'll see. Buses are starting to stack up in this bus stop, so I need to make this intersection a little bit more efficient. Get rid of the vehicles that want to do a left-hand turn and block in these vehicles trying to leave the bus stop. Looks like the heating pipe has already finished construction. That's nice. Sewage pipe, 300 workdays left, after which they will build the pipe itself with a bunch of prefab panels, and we will have automated our sewage deliveries to the east via this lake. Almost done. Then a roller, some workers, and we'll have a road connection. And the last mile would be, well, last few miles would be Going past this hill, going through this hill, and setting up the unloading station. I will probably come back to this. I kind of want to finish this. But yeah, it will probably just be in the form of me building randomly. Maybe even for a longer stream. I don't know yet. I also want to stay somewhat fresh for when, if and when new content for the game drops. I have yet to build a very large population count on a map. Usually once one town is set up, around 20,000 inhabitants, I kinda move on, I guess. I like the early game a lot. Very low alcohol addiction. I always treat alcohol addiction as a form of showing you how well your republic is doing, because if people aren't addicted to alcohol, things must be going pretty well. For people not to want to drink that much. How many escapes do we have? This year, only 130. Compared to 1,800 births, that's just emigration. That's fine. No systematic issues. It would of course increase if we had no places for people to move into, because then people will just leave your republic and move into somewhere else. Way too many intersections on this road again. But it is a very narrow town, kinda. Alright. The building of this shopping center should go really quickly, because as soon as this one moves over to normal construction, we can use the new construction office for open haul trucks and supply it with all the resources it needs. So we have steel, prefab panels, boards, and bricks. All named accordingly. Once the trucks arrive, they will bring all of the resources to that building. And I should probably make sure those buildings are actually assigned to my construction office tool. Road has been fully rolled in 200 workdays. Then we'll send the buses for the construction office buses is over here to finish all of these buildings. Send over a bunch of excavators and actually try and make this road work, which is basically just this hill. The downhill section is shallow enough, so we should be able to reach this area and get the tunnel done. 110 tons of prefab, 400 workdays. The trucks carrying prefab panels should become busy soon. I did buy 12 of them, so this should fill up. Of course they are going to need to refuel, which is a little bit far away. Didn't really build a refueling station in this area yet. Now that we have two construction offices with a lot of vehicles here, it might make sense to do that. Alternatively, I just send fuel to the construction offices themselves. It's probably fine. Seems like the road is done. Meaning we can send workers to these construction tasks. Not sure why they haven't finished this road yet. I guess they just didn't get to it quite yet. So we need to send all construction officers to that one to get it done. I could do the last segment with dirt roads, but the tunnel still needs to be built, so it doesn't really make sense. I want to see this export route to the west to completion. I just don't think it will make a difference to our experiment. Oh yeah, lots of concrete, of course. Well, the concrete trucks are already all on their way. Might make sense to have a few more of them now. And we do have other options available. 12 tons, 75 kilometers an hour. Or 10 tons at 87 kilometers an hour. I'm gonna take those faster vehicles, please. Well, they're getting all of the other sewage pipes done first before they bring the resources to that one, I guess. Which is fine. I definitely cannot rebuild that one and make this kink a little bit more smoother. That would take too long. So that sewage pipe is as it is. And hopefully I build a large one, even though the icon shows a small one. I think that is incorrect. Okay, helicopter construction officers are delivering resources over here again, which is okay. Let's get the shopping center up and running. Just need concrete. And that one is being delivered. Especially since we doubled up on our trucks now. Customs house might be a little bit busy. Might make sense to actually do the production of concrete in-house. Since we would only need to add cement, I think. Cement, gravel and water. Gravel, cement, water makes concrete with 5 workers. Yeah, That wouldn't be too difficult to set up. Maybe with a conveyor belt from the unloading station. Haven't really planned for it, I guess. Lots of workers on the construction site. Concrete mixers can't keep up, but they're trying their best. It's not going to take too long to finish. Speaking of finishing, the sewage pipe is done. And these access points, if you have to do maintenance down there, you will have to climb down a very long ladder. But that means sewage should now be automated. At least most of it. Probably need to hook this one up to a footpath, otherwise it's not gonna get built. So I've heard. Otherwise, all of these should empty out automatically now because they're hooked up. We just need this one, so, well, the main point, the vehicle factory and the mechanical parts factory get emptied out automatically as well. So we do like that sewage switch and then it will work. I don't see any sewage point that is not hooked up yet. Water is another issue. I don't want to automate water still. I guess I don't need to buy water from the customs house anymore. I am making my own water, I just need a water loading station. If I put that here, the water tower would be the supply. We could also hook it up to one of the existing pipes. Those pipes have not been planned for future-proofing, let's put it like that. Hello, Code Monkey. That one? Yeah. Those are ventilation shafts, I guess, so we don't have methane build up. You think it can be assigned to the treatment plant? Thank you for that tip. That is good to know. Then I don't have to make a water loading station. We always have one parking space free, so that should be good enough. But yeah, maybe I can have a water loading station somewhere that is easier to access, though I don't think that's a necessity. It might be easier to just hook up the water points with another pipe system, since water production isn't currently the issue. I still like to not have the residentials on running water. I hope they change that at some point, so it does have a benefit. Unable to get meat. Alright, so shopping centers up. Resource deliveries, go. And 55, 20, 25. There we go. Last up. Meat. Fully load with meat. Fully unload meat. Go. All done. Okay, the road has been built, so all of these should have been assigned. I don't know why. I thought they were already assigned. I guess I only assigned the workers. Sure, let's assign everything. Few resources to finish that switch. Shouldn't take too long. I guess then it's good we have a backlog of export water. As soon as we run out of water, then the water treatment plant would not have any water itself, because it would all be inside the big water tower or further down the line, and then a water loading station would make sense again. But yeah, I think a pipe network would happen before I need a water loading station. It's good to know that. Well, it makes sense that the technical service can be assigned to that one, because it can also be assigned to the sewage unloading station. So it can also probably be assigned to deliver it directly into a water treatment plant, I would guess. Sewage treatment plant. Probably can't drive it to a sewage discharge directly. No road connection there. Switch has been built, so these ones should be emptying themselves. Good. So the sewage network is now complete. So we would be ready for running water now, if we wanted to. Okay, construction office. Only a few more boards and the delivery of workers and it'll be done as well. The fire station would be nice. Workers before resources, as is tradition. So how much sewage discharge do we have right now? Average of 10 cubic meters at most, so not a problem. Sewage pipes can handle a lot. 170 cubic meters. That's never going to become a problem for this village or town. It is a town, I guess. Vehicle production running at very good speeds, but the train is still keeping up. I'm very happy that the mostly single rail line train network is working fine. I'll probably use that in the future also, since double tracking usually leads to me putting too many trains onto the network and then running into problems. So if I have to worry a little bit about passing tracks, I have to be a little bit more self-conscious about how many trains I put where, and then expand the network as necessary. We'll need to bring some fuel over to the gas station. There's no power yet, but I can already assign it, so as soon as we have electricity it will start bringing resources there. And the same with the fire station. And then the distribution office for fuel is pretty much occupied completely. Two more deliveries of bricks, some workers. Maybe some tower cranes would be nice. And this building will be done. Bus full of workers is on the way, but Without tower cranes, this is not going to be fun. Yeah, once this area has been set up, we can plan the rest of the route. There's probably not going to be any flattening necessary for the tunnel construction here. We really just need this to get up this hill. Low health. I assume it's one person that moved into these flats. Yes. Someone with 40 health. Age 22. That's okay. Courthouse, no problem. Police station, also fine. Is the rail construction office doing stuff? Yes. I hope the fire station gets completed before we get a fire in the gas station that is currently not doing anything. Another bus with workers. No tower cranes yet. I guess the tower cranes must all be busy somewhere else. Okay, we will finish the construction office now, so we can get the excavators. They're probably going to try and refuel somewhere silly if I buy them now. But they do have a long way to travel, so we will get them now. Hopefully they wait inside and don't find a refueling point nearby. Only get 4 of them for now. Hopefully they wait in there until we can actually bring fuel to the gas station. Just need to finish the wind power plant, that's all. Any tower cranes? No? Okay, I guess. I don't know where the tower cranes are right now. We did assign them, didn't we? No, we did not. Well, that explains it. No wonder no tower cranes have been delivered. Forgot to add the mechanisms construction office to our assignment tool. No job, really. You can't reach the bus stop over there, or there. That is a thing, I guess. All of these new buildings can't reach a bus stop. Well, they should find work locally, I guess. Can't have everyone on the bus network. I could have a bus platform here and tell every worker to walk over there, but this platform is already overworked anyway. Can't have more people on there. Alternatively, I have a platform here and drive them between bus platforms. So, wait a minute. Are we still delivering water to things? It looks like we are. I was just curious because both water trucks in here are not moving right now. And both of them aren't moving. What is... It seems like everything is fine. This should get a resupply of water soon. Yeah, seems to be okay. Fire station almost done. Tower cranes should now be on the way. Yes, 2 of them. And 2 Mars buses, which means they will finish the construction of this. If the workers can get here during winter, which is not guaranteed. We don't have any road clearing services, so it's probably not going to happen. 3 hours left in travel time. Get a technical service here as well. It's not really needed. It would only help with the construction, I guess. That's unfortunate. Might have to wait until the snow thaws. What's your distance? Technical service. Not that far. Ah well. We'll have to wait past this winter, I guess. I think the change in the intersection helped. Turning this into a right-hand turn for these vehicles. If they want to go to this bus stop, I think that helps. Maybe a few too many sellers in here right now. Let's stick to 20. A 100 unemployed people right now. 2%. Getting there. Tower crane. Another tower crane. And some electronics. Nope, you're not gonna make it. You have 1 hour left. That is too far, I would guess. Oh well. Only 2 months. Maybe 3, and then we'll get it done when the snow thaws. Alternatively, I just plop down a free technical service and move some road clearing vehicles in. Oh yeah, and there are the excavators. Yeah, just give them a few more months, I guess. So this shopping center should have quite good reach. Still doesn't get the buildings down here, but some of them will have to travel via bus, which is fine. Well, they technically don't have to travel via bus, they just walk to the bus stop and then realize that they're in walking distance. And I think both shopping centers might be in walking distance of the bus stop. Not quite. This one is not quite in range. I guess that's fine. Life expectancy went down by another half year, down to 78.4. And the bus is empty, as expected. Well, the travel back will be also slow, so they might send 1 or 2 more buses up here before the snow goes away, so it is what it is. It is unfortunate. There's a lot of wasted man hours. Alright, tell you what. We will do this manually. There. Assign some fuel deliveries and the snow plows will get it done. Just gotta be a little bit less lazy about these things, I guess. There we go. Don't need electricity for that one. So what's the range now? Where did I build them? Well, they're very well hidden. Okay, so the tunnel is not in range, which is good, and over here that should clear it enough to where the buses should be able to make it. If not, I guess I'll plop down another another free technical service. There's the fuel. Well, let's hope the buses get there in time once the road has been cleared. Should definitely work. Once the road is cleared, the buses will travel most of the distance really quickly, and then... I mean, they were already really close to getting there by existing means. It was just maybe 200 meters too long. So clearing another 4 kilometers of road should definitely put that in range. Cool. Looks like the amount of shoppers have evened out between the shopping centers. So we have more capacity in both of them now. There's the snowplows, there's the fuel. Do your job. Thank you. Oh yeah, that'll help. We don't need 3 snowplows here, but sure, it's fine. It's probably time to upgrade all of the snowplows to cars to 5.6. Yeah, 2 kilometers is fine for you. Any bus? Oh, the excavators have arrived. That means I might already be able to start working here, even if they don't have fuel, unless something changed. Nope. Still don't require fuel, so I can already start laying this road down. We basically want to end up around here. So if I take that one, that is too steep. And that one will work. And that's what we need the construction office for. Could have used a free one, I guess. But why do that when you can build for the future? Let's see here. Tunnel, tunnel, tunnel. Road tunnel. Probably around the same height as the rail tunnel. At 20 meters. Sure. 20 meters will do. Alright, let's pause. And maybe remove those snapping points that separate this construction site into multiple segments, so we can speed up the road construction quite a bit by turning this all into one very long construction task. Okay, let's keep going and assign our construction officers to... oh no, 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 no. Unassign. Remove that one. Wait, what? No path to construction office. Part of this construction office. So are you telling me that every construction office is now too far away from that one? No, it works. Maybe a little bit confused by me turning it into one very long construction site, I guess. That's fine. The helicopters can also help. Helicopters. Do all of these roads, I guess. Help with those. I might actually finish this. That would be hilarious. It's probably gonna take a little bit longer, but... no, we're not gonna finish this. The tunnels take way too long. Never mind. Anyway, fire station is not quite done yet. It needs like a bus or two more. One more bus should do it. Fuel is being delivered here. We do have electricity now. And once the fire station is done, we will assign fuel deliveries to the fire station as well. Interesting sound. I haven't heard those trucks yet. Quite the distinct noise they make. Everything's looking fine. Probably missing a death spiral somewhere. How is our school doing? School is doing fine. I don't see any problems. No, everything looks good. Acceptable levels all around. Where's the bus? Come on. Travel time. An hour. Where are you? I guess it must have snowed. It's probably not gonna get there in time. Unfortunate. Yeah. Looks like that bus got caught in a snowstorm. So they'll have to send another one. Hopefully we get the fire station done soon. Rail construction office still doing its thing. Everything else is done. We don't need to bring fuel to the construction office. We will just bring it to the fuel station. Oh, 5 minutes. Jesus Christ, game. You're so mean. That sucks. No comment. They almost made it, but they jumped out of the bus 20 meters before they arrived and said, nope, my traveling 4 hours via bus was enough. I'm done. I don't blame them. Thankfully, in about a month's time, the snow is gonna melt and it's gonna become a non-issue. Next bus. Do we actually have... I'm gonna zoom in on the camera. Oops. We should have tunnel view, right? Yeah. That one works. The road is clear. Unless there's a snowstorm right when you exit the tunnel, you should be able to make it. We are very fast for a bus. We have 3 hours left. That should be no problem. I could add another free technical service over here if I wanted to, I guess. Or a proper build one, I guess. But yeah, this bus should make it. Didn't get caught out in a snowstorm, unlike the other one. Or 2.5 hours left. That's plenty. Even if this road isn't cleared, I think that should be fine. .5% unemployment. It must be all of these buildings, is it? It's not a lot, some of them are unemployed. I guess it must be just general unemployment now. We can check that by checking for unemployment. So these ones are definitely in range of this bus stop. But the bus stop is always full, I guess. So yeah. Unless I put a bus going from here directly to the factory, I guess we actually have unemployment now. And I think I already have that bus, don't I? Maybe not. I thought I maybe may have already placed such a route. I know I have a lot of buses running from here over to here, loading themselves fully on passengers. And when they come back, they unload everyone, and usually they just go into the vehicle production area. There's the fire station. There's the bus. 1 hour left. Should be fine this time. A 4-hour way to work. My god. 40 minutes. So we need our fuel distribution office assign the fire station. Should be built no problem with those workers really quickly. And then we need to buy a helicopter to ensure fire safety in this area. That should take care of all of this. Water is available plentiful. I think temperature doesn't matter for helicopters because they don't use workers. So that should take care of that. And yeah, this road is a long construction task, but all resources only need to be delivered until here. So this shouldn't take too long to build, I think. Meanwhile, the train Train is here. Tunnel starts there. It's not going badly, but tunnel construction will take a while. Even with the tunnel boring machine. Tunnels do still slow you down a little bit. Okay, so that one is done. All that's left to hook this last bit up are these two tunnels. And then we can supply workers and construction engines to the construction office. And we would be done. I don't have a vehicle depot in this area planned out yet. I thought I had one. Guess not. We do need one, so let's add one. Oh, I remember I couldn't place it because, yeah, I wanted it somewhere in this area. But I needed the construction office first. The helicopters do help. They can work already, deliver resources, speed up a few constructions. It's also good that I don't add any workers, otherwise those buildings would get built and they might catch fire for whatever reason. So that's okay. I could assign workers here. I will assign workers. That will speed up construction a lot. If the workers get there, of course. It is still winter. But not for very long, maybe 10 more days. Almost up to 6 million rubles. That's not all due to inflation. We are exporting and making a lot of profit. Alright. I will make a single bus, take workers from here into the factory. Any worker that has an education can be brought to the factory. And that should alleviate a lot of capacity issues of the bus stop. Downside being that the buses that take workers and bring them over here and then back probably don't have a lot of room to unload them anymore. Except for, well, workplaces around, all around, I guess. And yeah, that bus will not go to the bus end station, it will just go from here to here, back and forth. Bringing as many workers as possible to the vehicle production area, since the bus stop is usually overcrowded. Looks like there's a lot of construction office buses here right now. Maybe not. There's a new bus route. Yeah, that'll work. It might create more unemployment because of people not being able to go from the bus to the workplace that I assigned, but on the other hand, the people that were unemployed in the residential zones up there that couldn't go to the bus stop can now go to the bus stop and be assigned to another workplace, I guess. Lots of trucks refueling here. No fuel here yet. Should be coming. The gravel deliveries are that far that these ones realize that they have to refuel after delivering it. Yeah, they get here with gravel with no fuel. So the gas station does make sense. I like that the unemployment number is now at 5%. That means that any workplace we have should be supplied with enough workers. Open haul truck resource storage. Well, it is a building that has a lot of trucks in it. If that one were to burn down, that would be quite the money lost. I also don't see a lot of cleared roads, because, well, it just finished snowing. However, I believe that the fire trucks will arrive in time. I hope. Well, the snowplows are somewhere else. They buggered off. I will probably replace this fire truck with a faster one. Just in time. No, I already have a faster fire truck. I don't know why they didn't send that one out yet. I guess it doesn't make sense. It was snowed in, so even the fast one wouldn't have traveled very fast through the snow. Let's limit this one to 2 kilometers. It shouldn't send trucks out all the way over here. Maybe 1 kilometer even. No, it should go. They should go all the way to the tunnel. Shouldn't send any trucks over here though. I'm not gonna start placing no snowplow signs right now. Okay, we got fuel. Once the fire helicopter becomes active, it will refuel after it's done its job. So everything is on track. A lot of gravel has already been delivered to the road construction job, but it still needs way more. And the snow is melting. Longer than expected. 22nd of February. That road looks a little bit weird. Unfortunate. Can't recover the soil pieces there. So it will stay looking like that, I guess. Wow. One building already filled up again. These ones are full. Population growth is quite quick. Well, intersection I think works okay. We do have a lot of buses running around, and a lot of them will carry workers that don't really have a place to work. I'll get back here, be offloaded on this bus stop, and I guess work in some other area. Maybe let's increase the amount of workers in our secret police department. Might need more vehicles for that. Everything is assigned here. I don't see a train coming right now. One of them is driving. I guess it's heading back right now. Yep, there it is. Travel time is most of the time right now. But making a rail construction office that is closer doesn't help. Still has to travel both directions. But I think that's going to be it. At least for showcasing that it is indeed possible to earn a whole bunch of money just with vehicle exports. Which is the only export we did that earned us any money. We did export some wastewater at the start because building sewage did take quite a bit of time. But we shut that one down in the 60s. And now the only thing we are exporting is indeed vehicles. 27.6 million rubles worth of vehicles exported to the east and some to the west, just so we could get the better license for the best bus. See last episode. So I think that's going to be it for this series. I will probably come back to it as an unscheduled stream to finish off the rail and road construction to the Western Customs House and start offloading vehicles to the west just to see that it works. But the tunnel construction and the road construction to that customs house is... I don't know. I mean, it just needs to get done. I don't think this is part of the whole does exporting vehicles make money anymore. We did run exports to the western border via helicopter, and that one was also making quite a bit of money. So I do want to finish this road and rail, see it in action. But for the purpose of Automaniacs, we are done. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for following the Automaniacs series. I hope this is a satisfying enough ending for such a series. There's nothing bombastic about it. We did get quite a small town set up. Everything is running smoothly. Everything is focused around the vehicle factory, and it is profitable. What more can you want? We even have a rail line handling the imports and exports. Otherwise, doing that all via the customs house would be really, really painful. Way too much. Way too many vehicles going through that. Now that we're earning a lot of money, we could also, of course, expand and do the whole resource productions and do that internally. But if you're limiting yourself to not export any resources, it doesn't make sense to do them early on. It makes sense to get them from the customs house and just use them. I don't even know what the prices for steel are right now. So steel prices did go up, but not by much. Still at around 600, 700, 800. We didn't do that much construction, but you can see where our productivity for the vehicle production started to shoot up. Also around the 60s, mid 60s, 70s. Quite an increase right there. Yeah. That would increase profit margins even more. Would require a lot of workers, a lot of infrastructure. And if you're limiting yourself to not export any of it, then having a whole steel mill is a lot of overkill just for one vehicle production line. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope we are going to get content update soon at some point. Hope they are resolving the outstanding issues that they are having. And maybe I'll see you next time.